Okay, I guess we'll talk about why commodities have harmed the economy. Um, Commodities do not focus on usefulness or virtue of anything in particular, except for its ability to retain value or increase in value. And so this kind of behavior can corrupt things that were at least once virtuous or had some sort of usefulness, but weren't really considered as a commodity. So let's do a little thought experiment. Let's suppose that furniture exists as it usually does, as for functional reasons. But now let's make them into a commodity so that they are collectible, and they'll make us lots of money, and I really won't have to do anything but declare that furniture is mine for the time being and then sell it when people want to pay me a lot of money for it. And so now that I can focus on furniture that's not functional, it's just something I'm going to collect and keep in a room somewhere else, and I'm never really going to look at it. I can do things that are I can just consider kind of brandable things about this furniture. So I'm going to invest in a lot of furniture that has a lot of metal spikes on the seat or on the chairs. A lot of, especially chairs, that have a lot of metal spikes on the seats. And so people, well, they'll see that I have a lot of spike chairs, and they'll say, "That's interesting. I bet I could buy a bunch of those chairs and sell those back for more money than I can buy from him." And so they try it out. And sure enough, they're right. A lot of people love these chairs, not because they're comfortable, but they get a kick out of them. They think that they can sell them too for more money, and we're in the boom. People keep buying my chairs. And now people see this chair success, and well, they want to get in on it too. So they start making their equally impossible chairs. I don't really meant to be sit on, but they're rather silly. They get a lot of attention, and they go around like crazy. And so now that we're all buying and selling these really atrocious chairs that really don't do much, can't really use them, they hurt when you use them. And so what happens when the furniture market is really geared now towards building these awful chairs? It's really hard to find regular chairs. And now when there's a chair crisis, when people start realizing they're just collecting this awful furniture that they can't use, and their old furniture is falling into disrepair, and they want to buy new furniture, but there's nothing there because there's no furniture market for them, because it's all geared towards making money off this awful furniture. And so what happens is now, since there's no real furniture market anymore, people have to rely on taking other people's furniture that maybe they don't know how all this mess was created, and I don't know, they're very gullible, and people can convince them that they need to give their chairs away, or force them in not very pleasant way. And so now that we have these wealthy chair people sucking in the chairs from the not so wealthy chair owners, who are now becoming very chairless, and there's no market anyways for them to get their own chairs if they could even afford it. And since the people that could afford to get these chairs don't want to wait for the chair market to pick up on its own, and so they're just sucking up these chairs from the people at the bottom. And so this even further stagnates the chair market, because, well, no one's buying chairs, they're just tossing them back and forth, and this becomes a problem, and people forget how to make chairs all over. And so what happens is chair culture suffers quite drastically, and it takes a long time to recover the knowledge that we used to have before all these people with this chair collecting fetish really ruined everything for everybody. And that's the end of the experiment.